snowing. I mean, as of yesterday, it was beautiful, and you're just thinking that the weather people are lying. But the snow is there. As mentioned in the blog, don't flutter, don't bring slush. Dump, just big dump of snow, and then you can go. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Today, we embrace purple. It's a beautiful colour. I don't have much of it, so I had to sort of come up with a plan. It's International Women's Day 2023. And we should celebrate it as much as we should celebrate Men's Day in November. We should celebrate Women's Independence Day because we've come such a long, long way since 1911, which is when the first Women's Independence Day was actually celebrated. It goes back that far, but it's been obviously made more aware over the past sort of, I would say, 15 years or so. And each year there is a theme to this year's Embrace Equity. And equity means the quality of fairness. So we have to make sure that going forward that companies are actually doing what they say they're going to do, that women are included in every aspect of business, whether it includes somebody who is working on their own or being part of a larger company. And not just in business, that women are seen for being empowered, that they could do whatever they want. I do. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody says no. They might try. They might say, no, you can't do that. Can we though? One, I'm too old to be told off. And secondly, I always believe, as one of my friends would say, it's always far easier to, especially as a woman, to ask for forgiveness than permission. So just go. But it is about embracing that quality. And if we all get behind that, and every female and male see everybody all the same, then it makes it for going forward so much easier for life. Women and men, we're all the same. We just can do things differently on a different way, but we all should be treated the same, and that's how it should be, especially in the business world. I have 5 women, famous women. I have lots of women in my personal life who enrich my life every single day. Thankfully, I have them in my life. I have one who is dear to me, who has been my best friend since she was 3, and we've been through life together. You know, we're now 48, and that you know what we've been together, the ups and the downs and the hurdles and the rings of fire and the memories that only she holds before a phone. That's life, and you need people in your life to enrich that, whether it's a family member or a friend. And I always say that friends are the family that you choose, because there's some family that you don't really care about. But my friends are my family. So there are plenty of women in my personal life who I just get inspired by every single day, and they enrich my life, and hopefully I'll give a little bit back to them. But the famous people in my life, I wish they were in my life, to be fair. I wish I could just phone them and go, do you fancy going for a bite to eat at a pub? It'd be so good. And the first one is Iris Apfel. If you don't know who she is, think of the fashion icon with the big black glasses who's now 101. She's amazing. She actually, you're going back into the 40s or 50s, she ran an interior design company called Old World Weavers with her husband. So she was, you know, ahead of her game, actually, with regards to interior design and textiles. And she actually only became famous for her fashion as a fashion icon in her late 70s. And now she's, in fact, she might have even been older, but the fact that she's remained this consistent icon for her looks and what she wears and how she empowers women, and she gives everybody a smile. I absolutely love her, and she's 101, and hats off to her. Doris Day, sadly not with us anymore, but she has always been one of my huge idols. For her voice alone, she's known for her voice, her acting, her stage presence, and the fact that she was such probably not paid the same at the time as her male partners within the acting role, but she stood out, and her voice was so pure, and she was so wonderful, and she used that platform, which is brilliant when anyone can use their famous platform for something good. And she opened an animal foundation. She ran that up until she died, rescuing animals. So it's people like that, and she was known, you know, for her voice, and still is. She's still played and used with lots of songs, and I think that is brilliant. And one of my favourites, you know, I hope to be a bit like in my 80s. Miriam Margolyes. She's known for her tenacity. Her comedy acting roles over the years, and she was, when she first started, she's had, if you've ever read her book, read it. It could be an eye-opener. But it's also incredible as to what she had to go through with a really heavy male-dominated time when she was a comedy actor, and she worked with some of the Monty Python days. That's where we're talking. And she was really certainly known as a female, and wasn't invited to things with the group, and was left out of quite a lot of things, and had to sort of fight her way for what she has as a natural talent. But she did go and study, so she was not only experienced and qualified, she was very, very good at what she did, but she had to fight through that to get to where she is now. And excuse me for my cold voice. She says it like it is. Actually, no, she says it like we all want to say. And she farts, which is always great. And, you know, she apologises, so it's fine. But she is known for her tenacity, and I love her to bits. To be 81 and still doing television, a bit like Mary Berry and the three ladies that do a morning programme about the horrible people in the world, scamming people. People like that who are still working in their 80s, just and older, hats off. I hope I'm like that when I'm that age. The next person is Trinny Woodall. I really do look up to Trinny Woodall. I think she empowers women because she understands women as an ambassador for women, how you feel as to what you wear, to just go out there and do what you want to do, but feel empowered at the same time. And she wants you to feel good. It's not just about the looks of how you look, but how you feel. So what do you wear? Does that make you feel good? What can you do to make you feel better that day? Can make you feel brighter that day? And she's all about colour and embracing that and being empowering as a woman. So I love her. And her, not that it's a plug, but her makeup's great too. The last one, if I could just, I don't know, just bring her home now and again, sit her in the corner. Dawn French. She's just, the stuff that she's written as a comedy actress and performer and a writer, she's just brilliant. And she's one of them people that you would love, you know, a quiet time in a church or a court. Hopefully never go to court. But one of the people that you just need the quiet times in your life when you know that you need to be serious, she would be great. And she's one of them people that she could just pull a face and I'm gone. And she is, and what I love about Dawn French, not only and first and foremost is she a brilliant comedy writer, her size has never been a problem. Nobody has ever commented about whether she's, well, they do comment like she's big or she's lost weight or whatever it is, but it's not the main factor of her abilities to be a very, very good comedy actress. And I love that. It doesn't matter. And that's what we need to look at, that to be empowered by women. Are they talented? Are they beautiful? Are they great? Yeah, they are. Doesn't matter what she looks like. But they're my 5 favourite top women. But in women, we do have locally loads of women in business. One. And then I'm not going to go through names, but I'm just going to give you it's the snow's fault. I'm just going to give you an idea of what we have in and around Garforth under the industry. So we have, these are all women-led or women in business with partners. So we've got solicitors, accountants, mortgage advisors, dentists, candle makers, craft people, ambassadors, landladies, a kennels company, hair and beauty and aesthetics, all run by women, restaurants, travel companies, food offerings, cakes and catering, painters, decorators, tutors, artists, exercise classes, massage therapists, physios, I'm gonna run gin companies, recruitment, jewellery companies, salons of all kinds, whether it's a tan, a hair, a beauty, a nails, mainly run by women, and exercise classes, as well as a dance school, pet shop, and kids activities. And that's just a snippet. And I probably forgot people that are in there, but they are all run by women, or women are partners in that industry. And that's amazing, because 10 years ago, half of that, I would have said. So it's brilliant, and I love it, and we've got to be sharing it, because to shift the change, we all need, all of us, men and women, need to work together to be that change. And we do. We have to all look good, look good as in feel good. We don't have to look a certain way. To be empowered, be a bit tenacious, and let your voice be heard. And I do that. And I'm going to just leave you with a couple of interesting facts before the snow really comes down and blocks us in. People moaned, and have moaned quite loudly, about Ring My Doorbell on Ant Deck because their dogs are going nuts. Mute the television when you know it's coming up. Turn it off. Look away. Take the dog away. No, I will spend my time writing into a programme to complain about something that does my head in instead. By the way, SLP College has been sold to a new owner, which we shared yesterday. So a couple of interesting facts. If you don't like something, there is a power button. Have a beautiful day. I feel empowered. Wear purple because it's a beautiful colour. Bye-bye.